Hey guys, welcome back to Revolution XRC and welcome to the next part of this Vanquish H10 Optic Kit build series. In this part of the series, we will be going over the final step in this build, which is the cage assembly. For that, you'll need bag G, you'll need your two cage sides, and your cage panels. For step G1, you'll need the following. You'll need the driver's side of the cage, you'll need 4 M3x10 button head screws, 2 M3x6 button head screws, and these following parts right here. That completes step G1. For step G2, you'll need the passenger side of the cage. You'll also need these parts right here, 4 more M3x10 button head screws, and 2 M3x6 button head screws. And that completes step G2. For step G3, you'll need the following parts. You'll need these two pieces here and 7 M3x15 button head screws. And that completes step G3. For step G4, you'll need the following parts. You'll need 1 M3x10 button head screw and 4 M3x15 button head screws. And that completes step G4. For step G5, you'll need the following parts. Now, this fire extinguisher here, I want to probably paint it and detail it later, but for now we'll just assemble it. You also need 2 M3x10 button head screws, 5 M3x15 button head screws, and 1 M3x25 button head screw. And that completes step G5. For step G6, you'll need the following parts here and 6 M3x15 button head screws. And that completes step G6. For step G7, you'll need the following. You'll need one M3x25 button head screw, and you'll need 6 M3x15 button head screws. And that completes step G7. For step G8, you'll need 5 M3x15 button head screws. And that completes step G8. For step G9, you'll need the following parts. You'll need the radiator parts and 2 M3x10 countersunk screws. Now there's an opportunity here to do some detailing and paint things up. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to actually do it later, but for you guys who are building, you probably want to paint these parts before you actually assemble them. And that completes step G9. For step G10, you'll need 2 M3x15 button head screws. And that completes step G10. For step G11, you'll need the following. You need the front grille and 2 M3x10 button head screws. And that completes step G11. For step G12, you'll need the following pieces. You'll need the body, the head, the driver's side seat, and the 2 arms, 2 M3x25 button head screws and 1 M3x10 button head screw. Now I strongly suggest that if you're going to use these parts or this interior, that you paint the body before you assemble it together. I'm not going to do that right now because I'm just going to assemble it for the sake of the video, but I will go back and paint these parts. And that completes step G12. For step G13, you'll need the following parts. You'll need 4 M3x6 button head screws and 2 M3x10 button head screws. And that completes step G13. For step G14, you'll just need 4 M3x10 button head screws. And that completes step G14. For step G15, you'll need 6 M3x15 button head screws. And that completes step G15. For step G16, you'll need 2 more M3x15 button head screws. And that completes step G16. For step G17, you'll need 2 more M3x15 button head screws. Now, it wasn't very clear in the manual, but for this piece right here, you want to make sure that the long side is facing the rear, because it has to line up with the axles right there. So make sure you have the long side of this piece facing the rear. And that completes step G17. For step G18, you'll need 2 more M3x15 button head screws. And that completes step G18. See if I can give you guys a better view right there. For step G19, you'll need the roof and 4 M2.5x10 button head screws. And that completes step G19. For step G20, you'll need the hood and 4 more M3x15 button head screws. And that completes step G20. For step G21, you'll need the driver's side panel, the battery tray, 2 Velcro straps, and 4 M2.5x10 button head screws. And that completes step G21. For step G22, you'll need the passenger side panel, another battery tray, and 4 more M2.5x10 button head screws. That completes step G22. For step G23, you'll need these 2 hinge rods and these 2 body pins. And that completes step G23. And that completes this part of the series, the cage assembly and mounting it up to the rest of the chassis. Here you can take a good look. And this also completes the kit build up to the end of the manual. So the assembly of the entire kit before getting to detailing and the wheels and tires. So you look at what we've done so far. But that's about it for the manual portion of the build. The next steps would be to add more detail. I'm going to go back and paint some parts and add more detail, as well as detail or decals to the body panel. But that's it for this part of the series, the cage assembly and mounting it up to the rest of the chassis. So thanks for watching. So please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and stay tuned for future parts of this Vanquish H10 Optic Kit. Thanks for watching.